Here's a brand new model from the 2018 Hot Wheels G-Case. This is the Rising Heat. First time to see it right here, the Rising Heat. And this one is in the Super Chrome series, as you might be able to tell with all of the chrome plating on it. So we've got chrome plating, some yellow accents, and yellow tint for the windshield there. Now, one of my viewers on the case unboxing, that was Dustin Craven, he pointed out that the Rising Heat was the Escudo, and that was a vehicle that I remember from back in the days of playing Gran Turismo 2. The Suzuki Escudo was a modified hatchback that was used for the Pikes Peak climb, and on the game, on Gran Turismo, it was red, and it had I think somewhere close to 1,000 horsepower. It was a very fast vehicle, great for going up the Pikes Peak climb and doing some of those off-road races. And this one looks very similar, not exactly the same, but so many similarities on here. Start with this front splitter, which is one of the most identifying marks that you'll see on it. Really stands out. It's a huge front splitter there on the front, and you've got the three big lights there for off-road racing. The version that was on the Escudo, I guess I wouldn't say version, because this is not exactly the same. This is a Hot Wheels fantasy casting, if you will. You know, they've taken some liberties with it, but it is loosely based on that Escudo, I would say. So this one does have the headlights in the front, the three of them, whereas the version on the game did not. And I think there was a real life one too, maybe multiple. This one is a single seater here. You've got the driver right in the middle. You've got SS logos on there. I'm not sure exactly what that refers to in this case. And here's a view from the side. We've got more SS logos there. Man, there's a small little logo there in the back. It's kind of hard to read here on the video camera, but I am looking at that one right there. You may notice the wheels on this one. I am not entirely sure if these are new wheels, but I do not recall any other vehicle seeing this exact wheel on. So perhaps this is a new wheel that we're getting. I'm not real familiar with this one. One of the features of the Escudo is that the fenders come up here, but they don't wrap around the back of the wheel. They're open there, both in the front and the back. This one has an air scoop there on the top, and it looks like this is a rear engine vehicle. You can see a little bit of it through the top there, and you'll notice there are some vent holes there on the top for it as well, and that's covered in black paint. So you've got mostly chrome, but you do have some black paint there as well. The Escudo that was featured on the video game Gran Turismo was red. I would like to see this one in some other colors. I'm not particularly fond of the Super Chrome series. I thought it was kind of cool when it first came out the first time in the 90s, maybe as a one-off type deal, but I'm not particularly thrilled to see it over and over again now on all these different vehicles. And maybe some people like them, but to me it's just not my favorite. Not my thing. I think, especially for a new model might look a lot better with a different livery on it. But just my opinion. Secondary market action on this one, nothing to report so far. This one's brand new. Haven't seen any of these close on eBay yet. So it'll be a little while before we start getting some secondary market action on this. But I will say, with these fantasy castings, typically they never really take off unless there's something really rare about them, or maybe particularly unique. But in general, the fantasy castings don't hold a whole lot of value on the secondary market anyways, but I'm sure some people will like this one. And if you remember playing the Gran Turismo game, you may want to check this one out. So that is the Rising Heat. Hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for watching.